There we go. Been listening to that for a while now. It's nice to have it change to something else. Welcome back, everybody, to Pokemon Colosseum, and as a short preface, if you hear me clapping randomly, there's a bug that's been flying around, and I'm probably trying to kill it. So if you hear the occasional, that's probably me trying to kill a bug. One of those little gnats that's flying around, but it's a little early for one, but still. If I can kill it and get it out of my face, then I'm going to try to. Speaking of face, yikes, that guy's face. Look at that. Alright, so the other preface, which is very important for this in particular, is now... do I want to do that on that screen? Nah, I'll just show... Well, I can't even show it on the screen. Now, with channel points, I did actually update this. There is a new one. So if you go to the little bubble that's below the chat window that has your channel points, you can click on... should be outlined in red. Choose a party Pokemon. You'll be able to choose one Pokemon to join my team from whatever gen I'm playing, in this case, Colosseum. You can use this once per playthrough, and it cannot be used when a team is full. I'm also going to be keeping half my team, so that means that there are currently 3 slots open, and the team I'm going to be keeping is going to be Espeon and Quilava for sure. Probably Ampharos for the third one, but I'm not 100% sure because it got a really bad nature. Adamant is... plus physical attack and minus special attack, which is just about the worst thing you could get for an Ampharos. So what this means is you can choose anything. You can pick something in advance if you want. Just keep in mind that I won't have it for as long. So, like, you could pick Tyranitar, for example. Just know that I'm not going to have it till the end of the game. So, just be forewarned about that. So yeah, you can pick one thing for every time I do a Pokemon playthrough. So in this case, you get one option, and then there'll be 3 options total, and that's gonna occur in every time I do a Pokemon playthrough from this point on. If I do a new run through for Colosseum, like I probably won't immediately, but if I like finish this playthrough and then do another one after, then you're able to choose again. So with that said, let's start by taking a look at all the Pokemon we have, because we've got some Purifying to do that I did not do last time. So that'll give us a good idea on what we've got so far before we head to Mount Battle. God, this Red River Valley song, it's just, ugh. It doesn't sound fully like Red River Valley, it's just got a few, like, melodies in it that sound very, very similar. So I'm going to put the ones I'm using for sure on this top row. I'll be keeping Umbreon in my party for sure for the time being, just because it's one of my higher levels. So I'll still have it there for sure. But if it gets fully replaced, then it gets fully replaced. That's totally fine. Oh, and one more side note about the channel points thing. For this one, I set it to where you have to include a comment whenever you're spending the channel points, so you can just straight up tell me, like, I want Mr. Evis or Sudowoodo or Plusle or whatever your option is. You can just put it in there. That way you don't have to worry about, like, spending it and then telling me what it is. It'll just all be compiled into one thing, so I'll be able to see it a lot easier. So the obvious options right now, for the ones that have already purified, are Umbreon, Furret, Quagsire, and then now we have Makuhita. And some of these might evolve when I'm getting them purified, I'm not 100% sure. But, like, it's... Ampharos started out as a Flaffy, so... And it got enough experience to just immediately evolved, so... It is entirely possible that that could happen. Alright, here's Noctowl. No bugs, just snow. I'll take the bugs over the snow, thanks. Not a fan. Oops, no, I didn't want to give a nickname. We'll just leave it as Noctowl. I know it's intentionally peaceful music, but the music here always just has been really nice. It seems like something you'd fall asleep to. There's Mr. Evis. If you're looking for a ghost type, look no further, because it's literally the only obtainable ghost type in this game. So I mean, like, literally look no further. You don't have any other options. Mr. Evis or bust. Good old Slugma getting its butt kicked up and down the field as I kept trying to make sure it didn't faint whenever I was lowering the heart gauge. I had more trouble keeping him alive than Remoraid, and Remoraid was only level 20 and it was fighting stuff that was like almost twice its level. Nice awkward pause there. I thought the game was frozen for a split second. I was like, oh no. So that's our first set. I wouldn't expect too many of these to like actually gain levels, just because I was fighting in Pyrite Square, and so everything it was fighting wasn't too terribly strong, for obvious reasons. I did genuinely try to go fight the Colosseums. Unfortunately, I did not remember, and I said fair warning, I may not remember what levels the Pokemon were there, and they're about like level 40s for Pyrite and level 50s for Fennac, so I had I say I had no chance. I actually made it to the finals on the first one, because they were just making really stupid decisions, and as a result, they screwed up very badly. Which was hilarious, but not very helpful. Obviously, I don't need to purify that. The plus you get does not need to be purified. You may note, however, that it's twice the level it once was. That's because Sudowoodo took a really, really long time to lower the heart gauge, and I didn't want to level up my actual team, so I just left Plusle by its side, and surprisingly, no one tried to attack it hardly at all. So it just kept gaining levels really quickly. Since it's technically a trade Pokemon, it gets the boosted experience as well, and because there's no gym badges, like, it's gonna obey me all the time, which is really nice, because it means I don't have to worry about it just ignoring my commands. And lastly, Swablu. You get down the stairs. Also, Fortress. I don't think I've used a Fortress before. Not just in this game, like, at all. So that'll be interesting to try. I don't believe I've gotten it yet. I'm trying to remember what evolves from Fortress. But I don't think we have that either. So this was another one that took a while to do, was Mantine. It wasn't dying or anything. It just, the heart gauge was really heavy on this one. It took a long time to get it all the way down to 0. Which, again, is why I don't feel bad about doing this off-screen, because it would take forever. So this way you just get to be, like, going straight from, okay, this is the Shadow Pokemon you've caught. Don't have to deal with all of the, it went into Hyper Mode, it damages itself from Recoil, from Shadow Rush, etc. And you can just go straight to, it's an actual proper Pokemon, it will obey you completely, it gets a new move, whatever that is. Potentially gets a level. Gets a ribbon for being not evil, I guess. I don't know. Involves Pineco. Okay, Pineco, gotcha. I should pull up a list of all the Shadow Pokemon in this game. There we go. List of Shadow Pokemon. No, I would not like to give a nickname to Remoraid. Okay, so we got a little ways to go before... It doesn't show up till the Shadow Pokemon Lab. Got it. If you're using Bulbapedia's list, which yours is fine because it is from Colosseum, if you're using Bulbapedia's list, just keep in mind at some points... let's see here. Once it hits... at the end of Togepi, Mareep, and Scizor, which we can't get because that's the Japanese Cardi rooms, so... after it gets past that, those are all from XD, so those are ones I can't get in this game. It just lumps them all together on Bulbapedia, so fair warning about that. But yeah, I can totally use Fortress. It seems like every time I get a Swablu in this game in particular, it's always a female. Like, any other game I pick it up, it's a male, but every time I've used Swablu/Altaria in this game, it has always been a female. Which is actually preferable because of one particular trainer, if you've played this game before, you know which one I'm talking about, that really likes using Attract, and so it's a good idea to have a mix of male and female Pokemon on your team. Because otherwise it can get really obnoxious very quickly. I got lucky on my current file in Platinum. I actually have I have it split right down the middle between 3 females and 3 males on mine. So if that ever comes up, which it hasn't yet, but the possibility exists such that it could happen, to use the mathematical proof term, the possibility exists such that one of those will show up. Maybe it's just my imagination, but it seems like while playing through Platinum, that the gym leaders are they're not difficult in terms of, like, they know what they're doing and they're doing it really well. They're just so much higher level than everything around them, like, way higher level. The last 2 of them that I've gone to fight, which I'm about to go do the Ice Gym, which is gym number 7, I'll be, like, fighting the trainers around the area, and they'll be, like, 5 to 10 levels lower than me. I'll fight the trainers in the gym, and they'll be, like, 5 to 10 levels lower than me. And then I'll go and fight the gym leader, and she's, like, 10 levels ahead of me. It's insane. I don't know what's going on, but it's just being really weird in that regard. And so as a result, I have to, like, go out into the grass because I've beaten all the trainers, and I have to grind on Pokemon that are, like, 15 levels lower than me. It's really weird. I don't know why that's been a problem. Another problem is I've been getting outsped by, like, everything. Even when it's, like, stuff that's 10 levels lower than me. But I'm not using Pokemon that are really slow. If anything, most of my natures are fast, and the Pokemon themselves are pretty fast. So I don't know what's going on with that. It's really, really bizarre. I don't remember if I had that problem the last time I played Gen 4. Because the last time that I played Gen 4 was the first time that I played Gen 4, and it was brand new. I remember, like, the slow pace of the game, like, the running is slow, the battles are slow. Like, I remember all that, but I don't remember, like, levels and stuff like that being a problem. I feel like I would have remembered that. So it's really weird to see it continuously happening. And with that, I believe we have purified everything that we currently have thus far. Probably like a rock move. No, flail. Okay, that's not what I would have expected. I think this was one of the ones I, like, tried to fight with in the Colosseum, which is why it's getting a ton of levels here. Because I paired it with Espeon, and Espeon, despite being much lower level than all the stuff I was fighting, was still either killing everything in one hit or getting it to a low enough number that Sudowoodo could finish it off. And so that's probably where it got the majority of that experience from. Yep, alright, we've got them all purified for the time being, so that's good. So 18 down, and I believe 30 more to go? I could be wrong about that. As much as I like the color purple, though, it's nice to see all the Pokemon back to their normal ways and not evil anymore. I'm probably going to organize my items a little bit here, too, because there's some stuff I could be having my Pokemon hold, like that Twisted Spoon, for example, on a... Oh, right, because that's my last Pokemon. So I'm actually going to withdraw all of the Pokemon that have hold items and take those off, and just so I have those options available if I need them or want them. Oh yeah, speaking of Platinum, by the way, and hold items, there was somebody that I traded over, one of the actual, like, in-game trades. I traded over because they had a Haunter, and I'm like, oh sweet, I actually really like using Haunter, and it's going to evolve into Gengar. And then afterwards, they're like, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, I have no room for it. Okay, well, I can fix that real quick. Deposit items. And they're like, wait a minute, my Haunter didn't evolve. Gotcha, I put an Everstone on it when I traded it to you so it couldn't evolve. I'm like, you are the biggest jerk ever for doing that. Okay, I'm probably just going to stick to full heals. Actually, you know what? I'm going to withdraw those and just sell them all. If I'm going to stick to full heals, then I might as well just... Like, why stick them here, where I know I'm never going to pull them back out again, when I could just sell them? Hey, you, I'm here to drop off some stuff I don't want. Well, I did have a lot of stuff here. Alright. Get rid of that. I probably could just use these. But I'll probably just store them, honestly. Actually, no, I should use them. Yeah, I'll end up using them. I'm not going to sell them, though. We're good on that front. If you've got some full heals, yeah. As you can see, once again, from doing all those battles, I've got a bunch of money, so... Actually, that might be a bit much. Let's do, like, 13. Oh, right, because I don't have my team actually with me. Alright, so that'll give us a little bit more space to trade around some items. Seriously though, man, I wanted that Gengar and then just got screwed out of it. Since I'm playing it on emulation, I should see if it's possible to just, like, make a different file and just trade with myself. I would assume it's possible, but I've never actually done that. I have traded through emulation before. If you've watched Muffin Lovin' Productions, you've seen me do it before. So I know it's possible. I don't have any specific rhyme or reason or order for what I'm going to deposit these in. I could put them in order of, like, when you catch them, but eh. But now Plusle gets to have all these friends in the storage PC with her. Gotta make sure I use the right gender here. I can feel that bug crawling in my arm. That stupid gnat. Get out of here. Alright. Okay, so now that that has been done... Actually, let's just go to Pokemon. It'd be easier to do it from there. I think the best bet for her is Twisted Spoon, or him, rather, is Twisted Spoon. Ampharos, what do I have? I don't think I have the electric thing, whatever it is. Fighting, Poison, Ghost, Rock, Normal. Make it use the Macho Brace, I guess. I'm not one of the experts on, like, doing professional stuff, so I couldn't even tell you, like, exactly, other than the item description that I just read out loud. I couldn't tell you exactly what the Macho Brace does. Obviously, for you, I want Normal. And I'm pretty sure I don't have the water one, because that would have been put on Croconaw / for Alligator. I don't think he has any of those other ones, so... I'm just going to kind of play this by ear. Zinc. Protein. Carbos. Again, it's not like I'm going to take these Pokemon to a professional tournament. It's just a casual playthrough, so really it's not the end of the world. Right, and then I'm going to store all those extra items so I got more space. That is the wrong button. I will say, that is one thing I've definitely been appreciating about Gen 4, is having infinite item storage. I try not to let my inventory fill up, even in the old games, but it's still a pain when it's like, oh, you can't carry this anymore, sorry. Alright, there we go. I don't think I have anything else in here. Nope. Just to make sure, I know I just got them all out of storage, so they should be fine, but paranoia is the better part of valor. Not discretion, just straight paranoia. What do I have in front? I'm actually going to switch that up. In case I end up deciding to use Ampharos, which again, I'm still kind of on the fence about. One other thing I should do, though, I should save, so we don't have to do all that again. You think I would have learned my lesson from the first episode, but apparently not. So now that that's all been done, let's go actually make some progress, because we've been doing this for like almost half an hour. Good old inventory management, everyone's favorite part of an RPG. Luckily, I've not forgotten where we are going. It's finally time to head to Mount Battle, so that we can unlock the area to grind for experience whenever we need to. I mean, save everyone, yes. Of course. We'll start by saving this person from themselves. They're just running around like crazy. I don't think you need to talk to anybody. They're after Vander, the area leader. Oh yeah, from Area 1 of all things. This is the move Deleter, I think? I guess you can't. Oh, no, there we go, yeah. Move Deleter. Nope. No points. Alright. Let's get him. All training's been put on hold. It's not safe. I'm gonna fight you anyway. See, it's this kind of, like, recklessness. This is why you're the first guy of 100. This is why. I don't remember if Numel's part ground. I don't think it is. I know Trapinch is, obviously. So we're just gonna try to kick the crap out of Numel, I guess. Oh, that's bad. I appreciate you damaging your teammate, though. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. Wicked. You have a water move, right? Serve. Perfect. It would have to be ground types straight out the gate. Just immediately, like, nope, we're doing ground. Sounds fair. Doesn't affect Numel, yeah. Didn't think so. Fine.
This is the Tanaka Empire!
I hear a Gundam. I miss Gundam. It's been far too long since I've seen Gundam. Aura, thank you for the 24 months, the almighty 2-year subs. Long time no see. How have you been? I've been good, minus picking very poorly in this matchup. Because unfortunately they had ground, and I happened to pick a fire and an electric. So that didn't go too well, but otherwise I've been doing pretty well. How have you been? Freaking critical hits. I don't need no critical hits. How about you take a critical hit? Oh, that's a lot less fun. Hopefully your mom will be doing okay, though. My mom had gotten it August, September of last year, like somewhere in that range, and it was not fun for her, so hopefully your mom will do well. Dude, stop getting critical hits. What the heck, man? That was something else that happened on Platinum Run. I got killed by somebody that used Pin Missile and it hit me 5 times, and of those 5 hits, 4 of them were criticals. Did they up their critical with an item or an ability? No. They just got it that many times in a row. You don't need any Yeah, no, I just need better type matchups, apparently. I don't remember in this version of Mount Battle, since it's not the actual challenge, if I go back, will it actually force me to start from scratch? And I don't want to risk that, so I'm not going to. Alright, fingers crossed this guy isn't also a ground type trainer. Maybe grass? Grass would be nice. Drovik. Are you serious? Ground type again. This feels like the early part of Pokemon games where, like, they just penalize you really heavily for picking the fire starter. Where they're like, oh, you chose Charmander, guess what you're leveling up till you get Metal Claw to have any semblance of a chance of beating the first gym. Oh, you picked Torchic? That's nice. You better level it up into a Combuskin so it learns Double Kick before you try and fight the gym leader. Like, that's what this feels like. Alright, let's do this once more with feeling. Oh, also, Aura, you probably have channel points as well. I don't know if you read the proper announcement, but if you do want to choose somebody on my team, and there's another ground type, you can use channel points and any Pokemon that is available to catch in this game is one you can choose. I already have chosen Espeon and Quilava, and Fortress has already been chosen for me, but everything else is available. Just bear in mind that if you pick something towards the end of the game, like Tyranitar, Tropius, something like that, it's going to take a while for me to actually get to it. And I have caught everything up to this point, so Sudowoodo and back have all been ones I've caught. So I've got 18 that I've purified thus far. No, by all means, stay on the TV. Stay on the TV. There's this bug that's been flying around, causing me a nuisance. But as long as it stays away from my face, he's welcome to chill out on the TV. It's just like a little gnat. This is the first one I've seen this year. Even though largely we've had a pretty warm winter, considering. But as long as he doesn't, like, get into my face or get into my food, he's welcome to hang out here. Like, by all means. I'll take that over the spider that I saw yesterday. I was, like, working on something, and just out of the corner of my eye, I see something move, and I'm like, oh, great, it's like one of those little baby spiders. So naturally, I killed it. I know spiders kill bugs, but we've come to a mutual agreement of, as long as they're not in a spot where I can see them, they're welcome to hang out, but if they're gonna, like, drop in front of my face, I'm going to kill them. Also, if it's something violently poisonous, like a Black Widow or Brown Recluse, I'm absolutely going to kill it. Alright, I'm just going to assume everybody's got ground types here, because this is the third one in a row. You know, the second that I take these two off my front line, there's not going to be any more ground types. For the rest of the area, we will not see a single ground type. You know that's what's going to happen. It's going to be super disappointing. It's going to be so disappointing. Everyone's favorite obscure Gen 2 fish, Quillfish. Alright, I'll add Quillfish when I get the chance. Stupid ground types, man. I shouldn't be bashing them that much. I'm using a ground type on my Platinum playthrough. I accidentally went the wrong way in a cave and ran into a Gibble, and I'm like, aren't those supposed to be, like, really rare? And so I picked it up, and now it took a bite. It hasn't gotten to Garchomp yet, but it's been doing okay, but it ain't gonna be helping much in the Ice Gym since it's a dragon and ground. It's gonna get crushed like a bug on a windshield, practically. So I have not been using it for this upcoming gym. I've pretty much just been using, who did I have with a fighting? There was somebody I had with a fighting type move. And then I have a Floatzel that has an ice move, which sounds like it would be bad, but there's a couple of ice and grass, so it evens out. I'm trying to be better about using Pokemon in that run that I don't normally pick. So I have Prinplup, Floatzel, Lopunny, Gabite / Gibble / Garchomp. I'm trying to remember what the other two are. I haven't been using them as much, obviously. What was it? I mean, I'm also walking around with an egg right now. It's the egg that's got the Riolu in it, so technically that slot's being used up. I have a Gardevoir for backup, but it's in my PC right now. Yeah, it's not coming to mind what it is. Oh well. Lightning randomizers. No, but I really want to. I'll probably end up doing that for, like, once I finish up Platinum, that'll probably be the next thing that I do. Alright, since apparently everyone and their mother is just going to have ground types, let's just switch it up, and you watch. It's not going to be a ground type. Bidoof. No, it's not Bidoof. I mean, I could also just pull it up here in a second. In fact, I'll do that whenever the intro battle's coming up, and then inevitably ground types will show up. Hello, friend, what ground types have you got for me? If he had said something about, like, go my ground Pokemon, I would have laughed. Of course. Well, I mean, one of those is ground. I guess that qualifies. I'm going to take it as a moral victory of me being right. Alright, give me a second to load the state. Staraptor, that's what it is. For the record, in case anyone was curious, Lopunny at 45, Empoleon at 43, Floatzel at 43, Gabite at level 41, Staraptor at 42, and then that egg. And then Gardevoir, I believe, in the PC is at 41. Okay. Back to the game. I know Bidooft's not a horrible choice because it makes for really good HM Slave, because it's kind of a pain with all the required HMs you need to go around, Rock, Climb, Surf, Fly, everything like that. But I've actually balanced them out pretty well amongst my team, and all the ones that I actually would use as a physical move, like Surf, I keep on my main team, so... Because Lopunny has Cut and Strength, Gabite has Rock, Climb, what else is there? I don't think I have Flash yet, actually. But the point is, like, they're balanced enough to where I don't have to be keeping an HM Slave around yet. I'm sure there will be a move that will come up that I don't have anybody on my team that I want to give it to, or they can't learn it or something like that. Ooh, Graveler, that's a prime target for getting destroyed by Surf. Espeon was burned! Nope, didn't get burned. How'd it get burned? I watched that movie like a week and a half ago. It's still just as bad as I remember. It's just so, like, unless you've watched it before, it's so hard to keep track of what's actually going on. Like, there's no flow to the story at all. It's not even one of those, like, you know, it's not even like The Notebook where it's just going in reverse and you don't realize it the first time you watch it through, or it's got some big twist. It's just like a jumbled, incoherent mess of a story. It's so bad. The real battles be after me. Oh, so what? We're not gonna have any more ground types? Is that what you're saying? I thought you were just gonna say you've come a long way. I'm like, lady, this is battle 5 of 100 if you're doing not battle. This is not a long way at all. This is literally 5% of this challenge. In a way, if we're going by amount of Pokemon and their levels, it's a lot less than 5% because normally they would have less Pokemon, they would be lower level. Because I think when you come through here normally, doesn't the first guy have like 2 Pokemon and they're like level 18 or something like that? They're lower than what you started the game as. Like, they're really low level. Man, that freaking Lily. It's so hard to kill those things. They just have defensive capabilities through the roof. Also, insert your Darude jokes here for having the Sandstorm appear. I know that'll be enough to kill Lily, so I might as well knock out Trapinch and see if another ground type comes up. Why'd they both use Sandstorm? They're just big fans of Darude. Really big fans. That happened, I think it was in the Mayor B fight, actually. One of the Ludicolo's kept using Rain Dance even though it was already raining. It was really weird. By Lily. I'm sure we'll see another one. Oh, another trap pinch. That's nice. Dude. Alright, well, I might as well target Barboach since it's part water. Target the Boach. Okay, I thought I was going to hang on a little bit longer than that. I know it's Side Beam with same type attack bonus and the Twisted Spoon, but I thought I was going to recover a little bit better than that. My target got away, and now it looks like I'm wearing handcuffs because my arms are so long and straight. It probably also doesn't help that she's wearing horizontal stripes, too. Now, if I remember correctly, after Battle 6, they actually turn into proper, Cypher Peons, but I could be wrong. I think these actually are the people that you battle in Mount Battle. They just don't have these teams. But, like, their actual avatar and their name, I think, are the same. Oh, we actually, like, gone away from the whole only using ground types, huh? I want to level up my Quilava. It might be fitting for my story to have a Quilava in it, in my team, instead of a Typhlosion, but we're gonna evolve this one. Plus, this gives me a chance to eradicate that Cacnea, because I know it's not gonna take any damage, yeah. It was still flailing around in the background, that was really funny. Bonk. Alright, what else we got? I guess I decided to use Ampharos, I guess. Go after that Spinda with it. Yeah, get pooped on. Can't believe of all natures that Ampharos got, it was Adamant. Of all things it could have been. After having to reset about 10 times to get a nature that wasn't bad on Espeon, just got it on another one I wanted to use and ended up being bad. Like, I shouldn't be surprised by that, but still. Let's just hit it with double attacks in case something stupid happens. Just to make absolutely sure it dies. Bye, Spinda. We'll never forget you and the evolution you probably should have had by this point but didn't get. I thought Kadabra was good in special defense. I didn't think it was going to take that much damage. Maybe this just happens to be a glass cannon one, I don't know. Bonk. That's so funny. He just throws the spoon out like, screw this, and it hits him in the head. So funny. I don't suppose anybody knows offhand at what point Quilava / Typhlosion gets Flamethrower, do you? You can always look it up or get enough battle points here to just buy the TM for it, but... Which also reminds me, now that I can do this at long last... Because apparently you can't do this while they're Shadow Pokemon, I can switch that to the front move. Oh, no, I guess not. I guess they're not, Cypher Peons. All 6 were defeated? Well, yeah. You do realize that there's people higher up than you, so, like, it shouldn't be that crazy to think that people in front of you would get defeated and that you would also likely get defeated. $60. Gross. That's way too long to wait for Flamethrower. I'm back to ground only now that I've switched Kalava back into the front, which is nice. Sand Slash, one of my favorites. Ground type wise, definitely one of my favorites. The sunlight is strong. Mars is bright tonight. Name that book. I'd say movie, but I don't think that like whole side plot was mentioned at all in the movie. So name that book, it is. Bleh. Alright, let's see if we can hit this thing hard enough to kill it. I feel like Psybeam will do at least a decent amount of damage. Or just kill it in one hit, sure, that works. I will accept it. We've beaten Hunter Ouija. I don't feel like that. I don't feel like Luigi would be a ground type user. Sorry. I feel like he would use either a team of all normal types or just like a weird mishmash of not good Pokemon. Where you're just like, what is he doing? Oh, so I guess it's just 8 and 9 that have the peons. I've always wondered what would happen in, like, some sadistic way. Is, like, if somebody got hit by an attack so hard they just, like, fell off the thing entirely. Just fell off this thing and just fell to their death. Maybe a Pokemon uses Icy Wind and it's just too strong and the wind blows the trainer off the map. I mean, the Shadow Pokemon are said to attack people, so I guess it's not that impossible to believe. This really is a better battle theme than the actual normal one. I love the Cypher Peon battle music. It's so good. Like, it doesn't try to go too hard. Like, it knows it's still in a Pokemon game. So it's not just, like, trying to rock out a la Sonic music. But it's still pretty good. Torment. Alright, so that's not being allowed to use the same move, yeah, twice in a row. Just making sure. Well, let's just smash Houndour then, I guess. And he barely hangs on, except for the part where he doesn't. Target locked. Speaking of target locked, let's go kill that guy. Or kill him again, since he's a ghost type. Dude, no one wants to see the upskirt of a Corellia. Please do not. The internet's already bad enough with Gardevoir. Let's not make it even worse on top of that with its pre-evolution. And that, I think, is enough to get Typhlosion. Yeah. It isn't right. I shouldn't lose. Well, then you shouldn't suck. Yes. It is time. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself evolve and become the villain. That's not actually going to happen, by the way, don't worry. I may have thought really, really far ahead in the last 10 years on that, but no, it's not going to happen. And that will not make sense in context to almost anyone watching this. I'm gonna risk it on the hope that we're not getting all ground types again. I probably will go back and heal proper, get all the power points back after I beat this guy, because I remember Dakum's pretty nasty with his Earthquake and Protect combo. I should know how nasty that is. I had a friend of mine that used that all the time. They did a thing in Gen 3. This was before I started actually playing Pokemon. Also 2 ground types again! Hooray! Ugh. Well, if you need me, I'll be summoning Quagsire to surf and kill both of these Geodudes. But they did that thing where you could do a 2v1 battle, where you could like have one person with a team of 6 take on 2 people that each had a team of 3, and that was what my best friend did. He just used the Earthquake Protect combo. Also, nice job, guys. I'm really glad I switched out for Quagsire now. That double self-destruct, though. Who knows, maybe he'll throw out a 3rd Geodude here, so this might be enough to send another ground type out, only for it immediately to get obliterated by a giant tidal wave. That would be nice. Nope, Sand Slash, but still a ground type. Every time I've switched off of Ampharos and now Typhlosion, no ground types, and then I switch them back in, and it's like, oh, ground types everywhere. I don't see Damp come up that often as an ability like that I use, but I guarantee you I've never seen it block 2 explosions in the same turn. I've never seen that happen. Why are you so outrageously strong? Dude, you were literally trying to get your Pokemon to blow up at full health. Like, you literally weren't even trying. I remember thinking, too, that I wanted the other ability for Quagsire, because I think it gets, like, one of the... It absorbs water moves, I think, and gets health back. I think that's what the other one it can get is, but apparently Damp's just gonna save the day. To be fair, Explosion is gross in this game, and in XD as well. Because if you get down to a point where somebody, like an enemy trainer, uses Explosion and it kills everybody and ends the fight, like you all both lose everybody, then they win. If you do that exact same thing, they still win. Water Absorb. Yeah, Water Absorb's the other one. That was weird. The music didn't play. It didn't play the dun 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 dun. At least not on my end, it didn't. That was weird. Now time to save, so we don't have to do all that over again. 21-21. Double lucky number. Also, Trelex, I am doing well. How are you? I'm not looking forward to having to go into work tomorrow. I'll still be streaming tomorrow, but yeah, I have to go into work tomorrow. If you've been here recently, you know we've had the joys of being really, really understaffed. And one of our part-timers got moved to full-time position a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh, sweet, that means that, we'll actually have more days off. And then one of our other full-times quit 3 days ago. So now we're back in a worse position because we have the same amount of full-times and nobody working part-time. I mean, there's 7 people on the payroll, they just don't work at all. So we're in a worse position than what we started with. I'm not going to trust that it's not going to be 2 ground types in a row again. So, we're going to do that. But yeah, I will still be streaming tomorrow, so we don't have to worry about that. Also, I totally forgot to get Quillfish. Sorry, that looked really funny. You can tell Pokemon doesn't have a lot of physical violence in the term of, people getting into actual fights, like person-on-person fist fights. I mean, it's one thing for Ash to try and punch Mewtwo, it's totally another for him to try to punch somebody else, apparently. This is why I like Yu-Gi-Oh! You can be as violent as you want as long as nobody sees it. Like, Joey and Tristan are constantly beating the crap out of each other in the first season. They're getting into joking fights, and then there's ones where it's like, no, he actually punched him in the face, you just didn't see it. And sure enough, I was right, we get a ground and a steel psychic, so that... Well, I guess fire would have worked okay on Metang, but not on Golem, for sure. I think I would rather have... Well, no, it's... See, I know these guys use Earthquake and Protect. One of them is going to protect themselves, and the other one's going to use Earthquake. The question is, do I throw an attack on each of them knowing that at least one of them will take damage, or do I try to gamble and just pile both of my attacks onto one person and hope that they don't use Protect? Knowing my luck, that would be a really stupid idea, so we're going to split it up. I would have been right, because Metang would have been my target, but I now also know that next round, if the Metang survives, which it probably will because it's really good defensively, it's going to be the one to use Protect, and Golem's going to be the one to actually physically attack. That actually did more than I thought it was going to. Unfortunately, I can't do any damage here, and there's really no point in me keeping Ampharos alive for a long time here. Okay, remind me, because I actually don't remember. If it uses Protect, does that protect it from everything, or is it just damage? Like, if I threw Thunder Wave on Metang after it used Protect, would it actually get protected by that, or would it still take the Paralysis? Because if it would still take the Paralysis, it might be a good idea to just leave a Pokemon on the field that's paralyzed, and therefore has less of a chance. Okay, it does block everything. Then Cotton Spore is my best option here. Because nothing else is going to damage or injure that Golem. It's going to be immune to it. So Cotton Spore is the best option, even though it's going to be going last no matter what anyway. Oh, right, I forgot it was super effective against that, too. Yeah. I had to think about it for a second. Yeah. Because Golem just used... Or no, it didn't, actually. It didn't use Protect. So Metang's going to be the one to use Protect now. So I actually messed it up. I had it backwards. So if Metang's going to use Protect, we ought to smash into Golem. Or it could just have him use Earthquake again. Alright, cool. Normally that's all they do. It's weird to see them not do that, but he used Double Edge. He didn't run out of power points or anything. He just decided not to do it. Because he didn't do it that time either, because it always goes first. So he didn't do it either. Thunk. This is going to be a problem. I don't really have anything that can deal with a March Tomp that well. Probably the best bet's going to be try to hit it hard with Umbreon and Espeon, just hit his team as hard as I can, and then just revive whoever is the best option at that point in time. And they're basically back on nil for Earthquake and Protect, so I have no idea who's going to try and use it next. Apparently neither one of them. This is really weird. I'm so used to them, that's like all they do. They will literally spam it even if they know what you're doing and that you're countering it just by targeting the person that's using Earthquake. They'll still keep doing it. I've never seen them do this before. Because like, he used it again here, but his March Tomp didn't protect. I don't know if it didn't have it, but I'm just so used to them doing that over and over. I feel like if one of them is going to use Protect, it's going to be... Nope. I thought it would be Metang because he just used Earthquake. Because the idea is you don't want to use Protect multiple times in a row because it has a chance to fail each time you keep doing it over and over. Yeah, no, AI definitely outplayed me on this one. If anybody's read this book, and I doubt it, just because it's not a book one typically reads, camera use Protect, right? So, kick the crap out of it. Yeah, okay, cool. Got it right that time. It basically talks about the psychological levels of thought in, like, game theory. And so you have different levels. Like, you have levels, you go through level 0 to level 4. So level 0 is, like, they basically have no idea how to play the game. They're, like, this is their first time playing the game. They're trying to just learn it as they go. Level 1 is like the basic concept of like, what do I have? Like, I have an Umbreon and an Espeon, and they can each choose one attack, so I should put both of my attacks on one Pokemon. Like, that's a level 1 thought. Level 2 thought is, what do they have? So, like, they have the Earthquake Protect combo, how do I counteract that? And then there's level 3, which doesn't really apply to an AI, which is, what do they think that I think that they have? So what do they expect me to do, and how do I do the opposite of that? So that's what the AI was thinking on. They were on that level of thought. So now the best thing to do is just kick the crap out of Metang until it dies, which should be in one hit. Nope, I guess not. I knew it wasn't going to be very effective, but I thought it wasn't going to survive that. Yeah, I know, this is PvP double battles, but this is like actual game theory too. Like, this doesn't just apply to Pokemon. It is like a blanket term. You could like apply that to Survivor, for example. Like, level 0 is somebody that's never played Survivor, never watched the show. Level 1 is like, I have a vote, so I should vote for this person. Level 2 would be like, well, I know that I have this idol, but maybe I should play for someone else. Level 3 is, my opposition knows I have an idol, so they're going to try to avoid voting for me, so maybe I should play the idol for one of my alliance members and try to confuse them that way. Like, it doesn't have to be just Pokemon. It can work for any game, really. I'm going to confuse Entei, which does sound like a bad idea on paper, but I'm not going to use my other attack one yet, because I'm going to try to get Ampharos back up to paralyze it. Ooh, barely. And no, it doesn't have that whole item that's keeps him alive with 1 health. That was purely coincidental. It's holding a Quick Claw right now. Curious to see how much this will do. I do want to keep Umbreon on the field because it's going to be the best defensively, so I'm going to go ahead and use up a turn and get it back to full. Okay, that's not too bad. We're just going to take this really slow and steady here. Catching the legendary dogs in this game is always a pain. It does not matter which one. It doesn't matter if it's Entei, Suicune, or Raikou. Especially since this one likes to, or seems to be enjoying using Shadow Rush a ton. Oh, there we go. I forgot that could paralyze as well. In that case... It doesn't really use any special attacks, I don't think. I know it has a fire move, but still. That wouldn't serve me much purpose right now. That said, I kind of want to stall and just, like, chip away at it a little bit more, so... Because I do not believe that's going to be enough damage to eliminate it. Or to catch it, rather. Gonna leave it just above red. I mean, I could use Cotton Spore to slow it down, I guess. What does Furret have on its moveset? Strength and Helping Hand. Iron Tail is the one I got. Well, I'm not gonna use that against it. Quick Attack, maybe. Sure. Confuser. I might as well start trying. I don't think this is going to work, but we might as well start trying. And yes, I'm aware a Pokeball is more likely than not going to catch it, but I really am not going to actually start trying to go get it until it's in red. I'm honestly impressed it even got past one shake on that. The only other thing I'd really do to help my side is try to get Umbreon or Espeon back up to use Reflect, but like, Also, that did a lot more than I thought it was going to, which means now we've got to go for it. We do not have any other options. I was gonna say I should have bought more Ultra Balls, but oh, well, there we go. Alright, cool. I was gonna say I should have bought more Ultra Balls. I don't know if I can yet. I think I can. Well, I don't, actually not sure. Also, look at that guy headbang. Look at that. That's beautiful. I'm impressed that only really took one actual throw, because like I said, the first one was more to just waste a turn. I knew that Pokeball wasn't gonna catch it. This isn't a Chugga-Conroy playthrough. Oh, that's right, I went there. Yeah, I know, cool fish. I'd forgotten it for the fight. I have not forgotten this time, thankfully. Found an F-Disc. That's for the Pyrite Under area, I remember that much. Dude, he was on the ground like how I sleep. Like, that is actually how I sleep. Like, on my stomach, no pillow. I've been thinking about getting a weighted blanket, though. This is the time Fnute. F-N-U-T-E, Fnute. Alright. So that'll give us the Fnute. Which I will probably either use all of those on the legendary dogs or not at all because I'm a sadist. We'll take that, and then we'll actually go get Cool Fish. Hello? There we go. Oh, right. I'm going to actually take that silk scarf off first. Blech. What a tongue twister. I'm going to take that silk scarf off first. See? It's just, ugh. Too much. Alright. Give me that. Also, that didn't heal my Pokemon. I thought it was going to. Because usually whenever it, like, fades to black or takes you to another location like that, when you're talking with somebody that you just saved, usually it will be like, oh, here's all your Pokemon back to full. Not that time. Might actually want that for Quillfish, so. I don't actually remember what this starts with. Also has a bashful nature. I don't have my list up of what all the natures are, so let's do that real quick. Bashful nature is nothing. Okay, that actually might be preferable, honestly, since I've not used one of these before. So, bug, poison, minimize, and surf. Interesting. So, 2 moves that don't do a lot of damage. I mean, I know that's 2 to 5 times, but still, a pretty good move that can hurt your ally, and something I'll probably never use. Interesting. Okay. I learned Sludge Bomb if you find the TM. Ooh, that might be a good idea, actually. I don't have the water thing to up its surf ability. Because, again, that's on Croconaw, which I didn't take Croconaw, so I wouldn't have that. Did I have the bug one? Is it in the PC? I might actually rather have it on Pin Missile above Poison Sting, just because Pin Missile will do 2 to 5 hits, so it will do more damage. No, I don't have that one. Okay. Then I might as well put the Poison Barb on it for the time being, just so it has something. Alright, I obviously have not done any of this yet, but I do want to know... Oh, nope. Oh, no, it will let me. Okay, cool. How's this? Alright, so what do we have for options? So that's Psychic, obviously. Ice Beam. I'm going to assume that's Thunder and not Thunderbolt. That's probably Fire Blast. And that's Double Team. And all the other ones we actually know what they are. King's Rock would be nice, but I'm not using up that many points. It's like, really, I would not mind having Ice Beam if I can put it on a character, because Ice Beam is really good. Psychic, I think Espeon just gets naturally, so I'd probably pass on that one. Thunder would be a good idea. Fire Blast, maybe? I feel like I'd rather have Flamethrower, though. So what are we supposed to be doing right now? Hi. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure she fights you after she's not freaking out, so... Plus, you don't get to see this backdrop very often. I think this might be the only time in the game you see this one in particular. Yeah. I feel like the Pikachu would be more threatening than the Vulpix in this situation. Blah. Really thought that was going to paralyze, and then synchronize is just going to come right back and paralyze the Pikachu. Hey, like this. Fun for the whole family. Everybody gets paralyzed. It's like a Finger 11 concert up in here. That is a really old joke. I'm impressed. Well, no, I'm sure somebody probably remembers that from the days of, like, the, more paralysis. Like I said, everybody gets paralyzed. No one is safe. That was in the days of YouTube, whenever there was, like, part of a soundtrack that was copyrighted, or YouTube claimed it was, even when it wasn't, for example. It would mute that part of the video, and it would be like, hey, you can replace it with all these songs that are free to use, and that was usually the one that you saw people use, was Finger 11 Paralyzer. That was, like, when I started YouTube. That was a long time ago. Alright, so now that we've managed to paralyze our Umbreon, let's go back and heal. Also, I'm going to put whoever is currently lowest... Oops. Well, I was going to say whoever's lowest in front. I thought it was going to be Quillfish, but Quillfish actually isn't the lowest, so never mind. Oh, it's a prize in the under Colosseum. Okay. I look forward to being a high enough level to actually do those Colosseums off screen to help with half the Shadow Gauge and then half getting the money / TMs as well. Like I said, I tried to do that off screen between this one and the last time we played, and I was definitely not high enough level. I'm going to assume we go back to Grandpa. We're going to go by Super Mario RPG law, and that's if you don't know where to go, you ask Frog Fuchsius. Hey, I was right. Super Mario RPG strikes again. It's such a good game, though. It's so great. If you haven't watched Luca Jen's blind LP of it that she just finished up recently, it's really, really funny. But I don't want to use Tenfu. I don't want to use it. Fine, I'll use it on the legendary dogs. Woman. There we go. Definitely an advantage to XD. Like, Rui's okay. Like, there have been worse people to follow you around in Pokemon. But the fact that she actually, like, physically gets in the way sometimes just really makes you want to, you know, like, kind of pin her on a wall, maybe, to where she just gets stuck, and then you can just go and move around by yourself, and it's really nice. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. I was having fun there. For a brief, shining moment, I was having fun. I'm going to remove Quillfish just long enough to use the flute on Entei, I suppose. Since the game is forcing me to do that. I don't remember it forcing you to do that, though, is the weird thing. I thought it was just like, oh, you have the time flute. You could use it to do this thing. Fidget, fidget. Yeah, well, the game doesn't want me to be careful. The game just wants me to get that new item and just blow it right away. Oh, right, you actually have to go into your items and use it, I think. Oh, it's not under... You'd feel like that would be under key items, but okie dokie. Yeah, it would be nice if you could just phase through them where, like, after a certain point, like, just for a split second, the game is like, oh, you're clearly trying to walk through this person and they won't let you by. Oh, well. That's another game I've been playing a lot recently, is Stardew. I took, like, a mini break from it, but, yeah, I started a new file, and It looks like outside of getting a truffle, unless I get lucky with the traveling cards, I'm gonna have the there we go. I'm gonna have the community center done by the end of Winter 1. And the only reason I don't have the truffle isn't because I don't have the pig. I do have the pig. I just got the pig in Winter, and in Winter it doesn't leave the barn, so therefore there is no way to get it by doing that. Well, don't worry. We used it, and that made it explode in our hands, so no one can use it now. I just realized we're basically Seto Kaiba in this situation. Like, we picked up a time flute and we ripped the card in half so that it can never be used against us. Sweet! Okay, now I'm okay with this. Who wouldn't want to be Seto Kaiba? Like, he's rich, he's the best duelist in the world, barring the cheaters. But, like, if you take the people that cheat out of the equation, he's the best duelist in the world. He's got plenty of people working for him. Yeah, I mean, you could do a lot worse than being Seto Kaiba. Oh, I guess since we caught and purified Entei, let's go ahead and save that, because heaven forbid we have to do that again. I might have gotten lucky catching that on the second Pokeball that I threw at it, but still. You give the game an inch and it takes your butt, and I don't want my butt taken. Alright, you got anything new? Yeah, I did that already. Oh, I actually have to go and do that? Okay, that I don't remember. Isn't there another template? Yeah, there's 3. There's 3 in total. That F disc we got lets you go forward on a platform that's in the under. There's a U disc somewhere. I don't remember where, but there's a U disc that will let you up into an area that's got one. And then I think the final one is actually getting to floor 100 in Mount Battle. I think that's where you get it, actually. Is by getting to the 100th floor. I think they give you the final one. I could be wrong about that, though, but there is multiple, yes. I'm very sure about the one that's in that you have to get the U-Disc for. That one I know for a fact you have to do. Alright. Yeah, these are definitely the 2 I want to train the most right now. Actually, you know what? I think I actually would rather put in Quillfish. 1, because we haven't seen it yet. And 2, because I might not end up using Quagsire the whole way through, so... And Quillfish I know I am. Ampharos I'm pretty sure I am, so... It would make the most sense to use those 2 first. Yeah, no, you're only required to get to floor 10, and, like, these battles are pathetically easy from what I remember because they're so low level. Yeah, see... That's not even 18, that's 16 and 15. They're even lower than I thought they were. So, yeah, like, this is... You should be able to steam... Like, after you just had to fight Dakum, you should be able to run these guys right over. This should be no problem at all at this point. You should be, like, twice their level at this point, so even stuff that's not super effective is likely going to kill them in one hit. Case in point. I'm pretty sure Vander doesn't even have a very strong... Like, he has a full team of 6, I think. But I think they're, like, level 20 to 25 or something like that. They're not very high level. Part of me is genuinely curious. I'm going to go ahead and ask at risk of potentially getting emphatic no's. Do you guys want me to just get to 10 and beat Vander, which is required, and then move on with the story? Or do you want me to see how far I can go in Mount Battle, and then once I die, then we'll continue the story from there? It's really anybody's guess as to how long that will be. I don't expect to get to floor 100 or anything like that, not even close. But if anybody's curious and wants to just see how far I can get, I'm not going to use any healing items or anything to prolong it, though, so you don't have to worry about me being like, oh, I just barely beat that trainer and have one Pokemon left. I'm going to use 5 revives and 5 super potions to get everybody back up to full, and just rinse, lather, repeat till I run out of items. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to play without items, and then once I'm out, I'm out. Because if I did that, I could probably spam my way up another 10 floors or so, and I'm not going to do that. But at the same time, I can see why right now no one would want to see more of this. Like, I probably will at some point. Either, like, after the main story, something like that. I might just have a stream where I just go through all 100 floors. And I'll probably have somebody guest commentate for that as well. But, like, I'll make it abundantly clear, like, I am dedicating a stream to doing this. Because I did that in the actual LP, too. I'm pretty sure I said, like, I'm going to do all 100 floors, and, like, there'll be one video that's floors 1 through 25, one video that will be 26 through 50, one video that will be 51 through 75, and then the last video will be the remaining 25 floors. They don't reach your current level to floor 60? Are you serious? They're that underleveled? Wow. No wonder everybody comes to train here. They might actually have a chance at winning. Not that we would ever know, but I wonder how that lady that's jogging around in the front would do with her level 38 Pikachu and level 36 or whatever it was Vulpix. She could probably get at least to floor 30 unless she just has absolute garbage moves like one damage move and nothing else, and once she runs out of power points, she's just out of luck. Of course, her problem is if she runs into a ground type, which is entirely possible, she's going to be in trouble because Pikachu, damage-wise, outside of Quick Attack, is probably not going to be able to do anything. And Vulpix also is probably not going to be able to do very much. But even with Quick Attack, if it's half her level, she still probably could beat it pretty easily. I definitely do remember when I was grinding up for levels in the playthrough, though. I was not... I was grinding up in Mount Battle. It definitely was not on, like, these earlier floors. Because, like, the coupons you get are not worth it, and the experience is absolute garbage. But can you sustain the drive? Unless you've got a team of, like, level 60s, I'm pretty sure I'm good. And it looks like that's a solid no. I hope they pay their trainers really well to basically just get steamrolled by... Because they'd have to know most trainers that come through here are probably going to kick the tar out of them. So I hope they're getting paid very well to basically be a punching bag for any trainer that comes by. Because, like, at this point in the story, even if you've been getting your butt just absolutely handed to you left, right, and center, you'd still be able to cruise right through these. He found another groove. No, that's what I've been doing this entire time. I've literally just been mashing the A button to get through these. You'll never make it, Nolo. I'll make it! If I just stay in the groove. I need to go rewatch those movies. They're all on YouTube. If you've never seen Hot Wheels Acceleracers, or you have and it's been a long time, they're all on YouTube. Just like go look them up anytime. Oh my gosh, this might be the worst team we've seen thus far. A Pokemon that can literally do nothing, and Magikarp. Yes, I'm aware Golbat's actually pretty good, but Zubat, not so much. Let's have fun with this one. We'll just pin missile him. You know it's pretty bad when you can't even survive a pin missile starting at full health. I guess Lunatone and Cresselia do look kind of similar. I was gonna say it'd be kind of cool if you had like a pre-evolution to a legendary, but I guess they've already kind of done that before if you count Manaphy. But you are strong. I'm trying to remember which one there was. There was one I definitely thought could evolve into another one, and it actually wasn't the case. But I was very, very sure it could, and I can't remember what it was now. I remember it being a Pokemon that had, like, the pre-evolution, or what I thought was the pre-evolution actually had no evolution. Ground types ahoy! Oh, you jackass, using Endure. See, some people call it the move Endure. I call it stalling, but, like, you do you. Sturdy didn't get its buff to make sure it couldn't get killed in one hit at this point, so... I think that wasn't until Gen 5, if I remember correctly. I don't think... Because in my Platinum run, I've not run into a Geodude that had that kind of version of Sturdy, so I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Cotton Spore, just because why the heck not. Poison Sting, because you're a jerk. I mean, to be fair, there are Pokemon that are very well hidden that feel like they're almost mythical trying to find them. Just look at, like, every Pokemon that's in the Safari Zone that's got, like, a really, really low encounter rate. And potentially a really, really low catch rate, like Chansey. Are you working out your bot every day? I mean, I'm running up these steps constantly, so I would assume yes. Plus, I was playing Beat Saber earlier. I feel like that qualifies as a workout on higher difficulties. I'm finally getting to the point where I can beat most of the, songs on Expert. Not Expert Plus, mind you. That's still leagues outside of my capability, but regular, yeah, totally can. Bye, Trapinch. I did use that in XD, though. I did use a Flygon, so I can't be too mad at a Trapinch. More Cotton Spore. Pin Missile, I guess. Fire at will. Gets back up, falls down again. Gets back up, falls down again. Just over and over. Is there like a melee button, like in Overwatch, like whenever they got just a tiny bit of health where I could just melee attack them and kill them? No? I had a really funny one of those in the game a couple days ago where that happened with Soldier and I just like had just barely not health and so I hit him with a melee attack and killed him, and somebody in the text chat was like, man, he just haloed it right there. And like, I assume that's a compliment. I've only ever played Halo with friends and I didn't play to like actually properly kill. I just like running the vehicles because I'm actually really good at racing the vehicles. And we did a lot of custom modes where you had to like You'd like race along a track while people were shooting at you with like the rocket launchers, just stuff like that. That was the only thing I was ever good at in Halo, was driving the vehicles. I'm insanely good with driving the vehicles. Everything else though, no, totally awful with. But then again, it's no secret that, like, racing games are some of my favorite games, and also the ones I've practiced the most by far. Like, what I'm best at in Payday 2, definitely the driving. Definitely the driving. Like, if you're doing a mission, you can't expect me to be great in a firefight, but if we need to escape in a vehicle, like, I've got you. You could not put a better person behind the wheel. Blah. Man, that was a violent, like, he got thrown off camera there. Bye, Roltz. You'll be strong one day, much like Abra. You'll be strong one day. At least, like, special defense-wise, you'll be strong one day. Physical, well, probably not. Though, to be fair, not that many Pokemon have really good defense and special defense. And if they do, probably every other stat is not very good. Because that's basically their point. I mean, sure, you could find a Pokemon that's got evenly balanced stats across the board. That would be Snorunt. And we all know how well that goes. Yeah, Shuckle was one of the first ones that came to mind with Shuckle. Like, if you need a wall, perfect. By all means, throw it in. Like, give it toxic spikes and stuff like that to stall in professional. Like, go for it. Just don't expect it to be winning any awards in the attack department. A sweeper it is not. This is a nice advantage about having Surface, because these things are such low level that you actually manage to get to kill both of them in one hit. And then they send out more, and then you just get to knock out another one with whatever else you attack with. Provided they don't happen to throw something out that's immune to whatever you used. So just like that, like, it's only been one round and they're already down 3. Which means that if you can repeat that process, even if they've got a team of 6, that they're just going to die in 2 rounds. Unless they're Greevil and they cheat and they have a team of 7 Pokemon. That's still my favorite Chugga Conroy moment from his playthrough of XD, where he's just like, Greevil, dramatic pause, is a cheater. Which, when you think about it, yeah, that is kind of cheating. Like, that's basically having a team of 7. I know it's 2 separate battles, but it's like, you have to fight one Pokemon and then you immediately get thrown into another battle against the same guy with no healing or anything. So it's basically a fight against 7 Pokemon. So yeah, he's cheating. I don't remember offhand if there's any trainer before or since that had something like that was essentially fighting 7 Pokemon that from the same trainer. I'm not counting, like, ones where you get ambushed by one Team Rocket grunt and then right after you kill them you have to fight another one, because that's 2 separate people. Okay, 20 and 20. I wanted to check and see exactly if they were going to raise up the levels by how much. This isn't enough to constitute me going further. Unless everybody wants me to keep going in Mount Battle. Otherwise, I say we just keep going with the story, because this is... We're going to be here a while otherwise. If it keeps increasing at this rate, we're going to be going at least through 20 more floors, probably closer to 30 or 40. Oh yeah, see, because I wouldn't know that. I never played Black and White 2. That is something I need to put on my list. I actually do want to play one of the Black and White 2 games. I had, I think, Black 1, but I never played Black 2 or White 2. Interesting. So yeah, I'll go ahead and ask one more time. Yes or no, do we want to keep going on Mount Battle, or... I mean, you can say either Mount Battle or Story. Do we want to do Mount Battle more and just keep going till I lose, or go with Story progress? Because, again, if we do Mount Battle, we're going to be here for a while. I got no work tonight, nowhere to go, but I also don't want this to go on for, like, 5 hours of nothing but Mount Battle. But if people would prefer to see Mount Battle, then we can do that. Otherwise, I'll probably, like, grind off screen to get my team up to the equal level of, like, whatever my highest one is and get some more Poke coupons. But otherwise, I'm not going to do it on screen unless we're doing, like, a full 0 to 100 where it's just a stream of that. Because otherwise, that's a bit much, honestly. Which is why I'm also not... I'm feeling like most people would prefer Story, just because otherwise we'd be going up to about floor 60, and then if we did that, then we would be just going from 0 to 100, so we would have already seen the first 60 floors, we already know what everybody has on the first 60 floors. Yeah. I was kind of thinking most people were going to prefer Story, and I'm okay with that. So how many did that even get me? I'm going to guess like 100, probably not very much. Yeah. I was about to say, it's not exactly like I worked hard for those coupons, so I would assume it's probably not very much. Yeah, okay, cool. I was about to say, I remember you have to talk to an NPC somewhere, and I think it is that guy. Yes, it is. Nice. I'm impressed at... It's weird what your brain decides to remember and not remember. And I'm impressed I managed to remember that, but I guess it's in such a weird spot that, like, how would you not remember it? Actually, really quick, is it this one or XD that has, like, an item hanging out on the outside of the boundary? Yeah, it is this one. It might be in both. I think these are just Ultra Balls, if I remember correctly. Nope, Revive, but I'll take Revives. I think that's the only thing here, though. Nope. That's it. Alright, cool. Figure we might as well grab that while we're there. And then Pyrite. It's just weird how they have, like, these cinematic camera angles for getting on the bike. And it makes me wonder what a movie of this would be like. You know what? I would actually genuinely, I would not mind seeing a movie based off of this. If it was done right, it would be really cool. I'm not getting away from you. There's no escape for you. Other than this door that I just opened. Sure, we'll just take this. I'm glad her accomplice is not gonna worry about it. I was gonna say, it seems that they've split the two of you up. Okay, so does it give you any info on that key and what it's used for? Elevator key. Door key. Oh, okay, okay, I know where that is. Yeah. It's actually here. I thought you went further into the headquarters before you went to the under, but I guess not. And we'll keep Quillfish in line for now. Black Ops 2 is an extension of the original for those that like the lore. I still really want to, like, with the change in... Oh, I have to fight you again? Okay. I did beat her before, but I guess you have to fight her again now. I still actually am, like, genuinely considering about making it just, like, a year of Pokemon, where I just, like, play each gen. And still do the same thing with the points, because I kind of want to just, like... not even go through all the memories again, but like just going through everything as a whole again. Also, yay, more ground types. Ow. Because like I've played all the gens. However, some of them I don't remember. Looking at, like, anything between Sword and Shield and Gen 3. Well, Gen 4, because I'm playing Platinum. But it'd also be nice to just, like, go through it again, and then with people, like, picking parts of my team, it would be a new experience at the same time. So I'm still leaning towards doing that. With work schedule, it'll probably be done, like... I'll probably start around the time I start today, like 5 or 6. So I can get through like a decent chunk of it each time. We'll use Surf and Surf. Since Surf does not yet attack the opponent, or attack the ally, rather. Not that it would do much since they're both water types. But if I decide on doing that, in my Discord, I'll probably have a thing for voting of like, which one, not which ones to do, but like, whenever we start for like the first one, I would probably do Fire Red, Leaf Green, and so saying like, would you guys rather see Fire Red or Leaf Green? I realize that the only difference in a lot of those is just which the exclusives are, but I'd probably do that, and then I'm leaning towards like, if you have ones like Gold, Silver, Crystal, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, is just playing the third one. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind just screen capturing an emulator and instead of playing Gold or Silver, playing Heart Gold or Soul Silver. So I might add that to the poll as well, and just being like, do you want me to play Gold, Silver, Crystal, Heart Gold, or Soul Silver? And to get more of a variety in there, I guess. And then I can just break any tie, obviously. Bye, Rui. I don't know why she didn't follow me. I guess she got stuck on the character, which is funny. I gotta remember. I've always been bad about remembering like which directions to go in the under. I know there's a spot here you can buy like the typical soda pop lemonade / water. So I think this might be where that goes, is to the vending machine. Not 100% sure though. I should have probably technically healed before I came down here since that machine was right there, but it's fine. Use double slap. 1, 2. Oh wait, the game lied. It's more than double, it's triple slap. But part of me genuinely really does like just want to go through all the gens again. Because, like, playing through Platinum, like, I kind of remember why I wasn't the biggest fan of playing Diamond, but it's also not as bad as I remember it being. Unless it's going to start getting really, really bad after Gym 7 for some reason. I remember how Bug does on grass. Let's find out. It's almost like Bug isn't the type that I use very often. Nice shot. Oh, normal. Okay. I know that's also grass poison. I don't know if that affected it or not, though. Still couldn't get it out. It's just a blueberry with a weed on its head. It's not that hard to kill. I'm just busy still thinking about it in my head, like, would I want to do it? Because I really do want to do it. It would be nice to know my schedule in advance, though, not just through the week, but at least a few more weeks in advance to be like, would I have time to work on that and set it up and whatnot? Would I not? But that would require people to stop calling in sick when they're not sick. Which is why I was supposed to have 3 days off this week, and instead I have tonight, and that's it. Because somebody called in saying they had COVID. But don't worry, they're only out on sick leave for 3 days. Yeah, I don't think they have COVID. I think they just wanted the days off. Yep, sure enough. If I remember, the lemonades are actually pretty good for the price. So actually, I'm going to buy a few of those. Also, because it's about the level I'd need to heal with if I didn't have a Pokemon dead is about 80 health. Yeah, that's true. There were only 2 fire types available. One of them was the starter fire type, Chimchar. And the other, if I remember correctly, is Ponyta, I think. Which doesn't evolve until level 40. And if I remember, also doesn't have the greatest move pool in the world either. I sure hope my Pokemon like lemonade. I actually don't know very many people that don't like lemonade as a whole, and usually it's people that just don't like anything that's citrusy, which makes sense. So it's not so much a specific dislike of lemonade, it's just like anything that is like citrus in a whole. Meaning they also wouldn't like orange juice or anything like that either. Alright, I think that'll do. 20 should be plenty. I was about to say, doesn't the TV come on at some point here being like, hi, it's Venus, your Venus. I'm like, dude, you're not my Venus. What is this, Earthbound now? Yeah, there it is. For anybody that's not watched this game before, if you're wondering when I said earlier, there was a person that really liked to use Attract to screw you over. Yeah, it's her team. She's the one that uses it to try to mess up your team. Alright, fine. Let's go to the shop, see what we got. What are you buying, what are you selling? What do you got? TMs, huh? That looks like Blizzard. That's Hyper Beam. Special attack damage. That's Light Screen. That's Protect, obviously. That's Safeguard. That is... Isn't that just Thunderbolt? It says strikes the target with a Thunderbolt. I think that's just Thunderbolt. That's Reflect. Is that Flamethrower? I don't think that's Fire Blast, because Fire Blast was in the Mount Battle area. I think that's Flamethrower, is it not? That one's Hidden Power. If that's Flamethrower, I'm just going to get it now and just give it to Typhlosion. I'm going to check, but I'm pretty sure one of you guys will probably get there before I will. Oh no, it is Fire Blast, huh? So that means it's Flamethrower's the one in Mount Battle, I guess? Huh. I mean, I'd rather have the Flamethrower than the Fire Blast, just because more PP, better accuracy, that kind of thing. Hello, old man. Sure. That was... I was expecting him to go on and on for a while and then give me an item for thanks of listening to him. Oh man, that poor guy's horny. You know he's like the guy in the Earthbound... he's like the guy in the Earthbound area where the Venus show goes on, where he's like, Venus, hold me, baby, and he's just like... just begging for her love and affection, then just ends up weeping. It's so sad, but it's like, my gosh, dude. Keep it in your pants. Jeez. I'm actually gonna go to the area up here where the kids are. Oh, won't let me in yet. Okay, so I do have to go elsewhere. I know I've got the F disc and I could go that direction, but I want to go there last just to see if there's any... Okay. I was about to say, like, if they're going to offer me battles, I'm going to take them. Really? There's nothing over here. I kind of figured there would be something at least. Also, I just now saw that kid up there. Because I'm pretty sure that dude up there will battle you, so I know that there's at least one more. Time for Quagsire, Cool Fish, Rain Dance combo. That would actually be a good idea, yeah. I don't know where Rain Dance is. No, I'm not staying the night. Any items in here? Nope. Oh, yep. More Venus. Like, seriously? Does anybody know, and don't say me, because the joke's not funny, of just, like, some people should not be allowed to have a microphone. Barkeep, Lou, get me a milk. Chocolate. Under Colosseum is level 55. Yeah, it's going to be even worse, I know. There we go. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure this dude fights you. Because doesn't he have a Whalemar that evolves into a Whale Lord if you fight him a second time? Or he might even start with one. Ooh, he's got a Feebas. Which isn't much by itself, but Melodic. If anybody's played 3rd Gen, you know how hard it is to get one of those. that was bar none the one that took me the longest amount of time to get when I first played Ruby Sapphire Emerald. Like, I finished all the Pokedex except for that. And then my friend was like, I really want to get a melodic, but I can't find one. And I'm like, dude, I don't know where it is. It is literally like, a Feebas is the only thing I don't have seen. And so even after looking it up, it still took forever to get one. So now any game where it's easier to get, I'm like, yeah, be thankful it was, because at the time, not so much. Oh, he just has the Wailord. Okay. I thought it evolved from Wailmer, like, after you fought him a second time, but I guess not. Well, since Magikarp can't do anything right now, I guess I'll try to poison Wailord and then Pin Missile him if Coolfish stays alive. Hey, first try. Nice. Oh, it actually does have Tackle. Nice. And probably could have taken out Quillfish despite it being insanely weak, but didn't do it. Well, he tried. Is Fennec Colosseum Ward. Alright, cool. See, now that I've actually got more of my team picked out, because now I've got 4, right? Potentially 5 with Ampharos. I feel like part of me would keep Ampharos just because of Thunder Wave to make it easier to catch shadows. So that's 5. So now that I have like an idea of what's on my team, I can kind of start working around that a little bit more. So that is good information to know. So I do appreciate that. Ugh, that's awful. It's a 1% encounter and 4 random honey tree. Is there any way to, like, know what those are? Like, is there a way in-game for it to be like, oh, you should try checking here? Or is it literally just, you're gonna be stuck hunting for it for all eternity? Nope. Awesome. That sounds delicious. I actually don't remember what's in this area. Kids Grid, yeah. So I think you actually do need to go here. Hey, what's up? Yeah, sure am. Nets. I mean, we were talking about Earthbound. Oh, net. That is from It doesn't look that dirty down here. Just stack some more of those crates and you'll probably be good. That guy wasn't kidding about there being less stuff in his shop, I guess. And there's Ein. There's the 4th Elite Four in this game. Because they kind of serve as the Elite Four, don't they? Mirror B, Dakim, and these two. Why are they showing this area off? Like, you'll come back to this later, but it's like, it's just a nondescript area right now. Also, nice synchronization right there by that guy and his little lackey. 10 Salamence and Pokemon. Dude, I'm always down for hunting for a Salamence. That thing is my baby. That one, like, outside of the Cyndaquil line and the Trico line, that's probably the Pokemon that I have, like, the most nostalgia for is the Salamence line. I absolutely adore Salamence. I'm actually also going to go back and up and heal now. Also 1% chance. Yay! 1%! As a side note, if there is a run-through of Fire Red and Leaf Green... Seriously? Woman, I just walked out of the elevator. Oh my gosh. If there's a run-through of Fire Red and Leaf Green you want to do where you can actually get every single Pokemon in the Pokedex without trading, I mean, like, you can get all the starters, etc., from Gens 1 and 2, look up Pokemon Ultraviolet. Is a really good ROM hack that you can get. Anything, I think, from the first 3 gens, actually. It's actually changed up stuff to where, like, instead of it being trade evolutions, you just get it to a, like, it's usually a pretty high level, but you don't have to trade for it anymore. Stuff like Umbreon and Espeon, like the day-night cycles, you can just give them a Sunstone or a Moonstone now, same as you would with the first 3. So it's all stuff you don't need to trade. It doesn't have to be a certain time of day. It's all stuff you can do by stones or leveling or like anything you could do normally in the game without another player. And I know you can get every Pokemon in the game because I did completely fill out both the normal decks and the national decks, so I know it can be done. So if you're in the mood for playing like an early gen GBA game and want to actually be able to catch them all, I cannot recommend that one enough. It's got some additional areas that you don't have to go through, but they're kind of in the area of like 1, 2, 3 Island. They add more onto that, so there's additional areas, and that's usually where you catch the Gen 2 and 3 stuff. Usually, not always. But it was definitely fun to play, so I can highly recommend that one. We'll go with Quagsire. I just realized, outside of that Entei, we have not caught a single Shadow Pokemon in this episode. I'm not going to have a lot to do off screen if that's the case. I mean, I'll probably just work on getting everybody up to, like, I don't know, 40 maybe, I don't know. Mostly for the coupons, though, not for anything else. And if they get past that and I want more coupons, I'll just take a team that I'm not using. Surf and Flame Wheel again. Alright, now I'm gonna go actually heal. This elevator is off limits, even though you just came from the elevator. Jeez, man. What? Dude. Get out of here. What are these guys doing? I don't want to fight you again. Oh, ay, ay, ay. Go Ampharos again, and Typhlosion again. Oh my gosh. I don't remember. I remember the lady in front of the thing fighting you again, but I don't remember him fighting you again. Oh, really? Oh. Yeah, really funny. I already know what you're planning. You're planning to dive bomb my electric type so that it can't survive. Doesn't matter because it's gonna miss. Also, technically, I should have healed with Typhlosion to make sure it would have hit, but yeah. I forgot about that. Freaking Kazuichi, what are you doing here? Get out of here, you crazy man. Oh, that's not gonna make any sense to Spood because he hasn't played those games, but that freaking Kazuichi scream, I totally forgot about that. Spood is raiding with a party of 7, and you know what that means. It's time to run the guns. If I can get to it. Yes, I threw this together in 20 minutes. Shut up.
I shall stick with my evil until the very end! I've got you in my sights.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, you can tell that was thrown together. That was thrown together a long time ago, too. That's the worst part. I'm pretty sure I was using different editing software. Ugh. Either way, Spood, thank you for the raid. Out of curiosity, what were you playing? Because I know you'd mentioned you were planning on streaming yesterday and didn't get around to it. In the meanwhile, here, though, we are doing, obviously, Pokemon Colosseum. And dealing with a kid that decided to re-fight me while I was going to heal. Which was not appreciated. Pokemon plot. Oh, how fitting. We were talking about that earlier. Me getting my butt kicked by the ice gym that was all of a sudden... I went from 10 levels ahead of everybody I was fighting to 10 levels behind everyone. Good old contest grinding. Must level up some more. No, you must get out of the way. That's what you must do. Jeez, you try to go and heal your team one time and just everybody's on you. Well, at least you got that. To be fair, we have not done much this stream and we've been going for 2 hours and we have caught exactly one Shadow Pokemon. Not because I've been killing them, it's just, like, the only one we've caught is Entei. Because we started by getting, like, characters and items and all that sorted around, and then went through Mount Battle, which only has Entei. And then I forgot the story forces you to go back through the first 10 levels of Mount Battle again, with, of course, no Shadow Pokemon. And then we finally got to the Under, where we fought a few people that still don't have Shadow Pokemon. So, yeah, it's literally just been Entei. That's it. Apparently this is the halfway point of the story where nothing's going on. Oh, cool, we're famous. Here's your thing. This really just does feel like something out of Earthbound, of like where the kids are not even heroes necessarily, but they're only ones with like their heads screwed on, and everybody else is just milling about uselessly, or the villains. It definitely has like an Earthbound vibe to it. Much bad. I think you go to the headquarters in the middle of the desert. I think this is that point. Oh, right, and isn't it what's-his-face, I think? It's Silva? I'm pretty sure it's Silva. Sure enough. This guy's like the Joey Wheeler of this game. He's just like the metaphorical punching bag. Like, he wants to do the right thing, but he just, like, can't go anywhere with it. Yo, can you, no? You probably have to challenge those two to a battle, right? And then he'll come over there. Oh, side note, should probably point this out. For this stream, in case you're wondering why the heck do you have Quillfish on your team, you can use channel points to purchase a spot for one of the Pokemon that will be used on my team. And we still have one slot open. Currently it is Quillfish for one slot, and Fortress for the second one. We have not gotten to the point where we can catch Fortress, so that's why he is not here. But there is one more slot available for anything that is available in this game. And for the record, I've got Ampharos, Typhlosion, and Espeon locked on my team, so you don't have to worry about getting any of those. So you can give me something good, you can give me something bad, you can literally give me the very last Shadow Pokemon in the game and have me never use it because I'll never get to that point without it. Yeah, Ampharos would be great if it wasn't for its nature is adamant. Unfortunately. I wish I was making that up, but I'm not. So, yeah. That's delicious. Yeah, let's just see how much damage it does. Finally, another Shadow Pokemon. This is the first one we've seen for like almost an hour and a half at this point. Maybe not quite that long, but it's been at least half an hour. And I'm sure this is just going to get subverted with the opposite, where we're going to go to the HQ and there's just going to be Shadow Pokemon everywhere. There's going to be like 10. Oh, did that prevent status ailments? I thought it was for like stat reductions. I guess not. Yeah, that was what I would prefer. I'd prefer special attack up and something like speed that's already pretty low down. I'd also prefer to not get hurt by my own confusion. That would be nice. Alright, I'm going to assume I can't do anything with that for right now, so... I don't suppose... No, I didn't think so. Let's try that, I guess. Should be quiet according to Google. Interesting. I can't be too mad about getting hurt by my confusion because I got really lucky earlier. I caught Entei on the second Pokeball that I threw. The first one was kind of just like a throwaway, I want to waste my turn and there's really nothing else I can do one, and then the very next one I threw, I caught it. Granted, it was an Ultra Ball, but still got really lucky on that one. Because it was also at red health and confused, and if it had gotten hurt by its own confusion or used Shadow Rush, it would have died. So I got much luckier than I should have. The minute it knocked itself into that low of a red, I was like, I'm redoing this. And thankfully that didn't happen, so that was nice. Somebody in chat earlier did have a really good point of if I use Quagsire, which I'm kind of on the fence for. And also, like, because I've been on the fence for Ampharos, but I'll probably use it just because it's got Thunder Wave to paralyze shadows. But if I did, I could do a Rain Dance Thunder combo between Quillfish and Quagsire. Just keep doing that, I guess. Part of me does want to lower Lydian, but I really, really just want the other one gone. But I have to stop damaging myself for that to happen. Hey, it actually went through. God, you fat bug. Seriously, if I was a bug, that's what I would look like. Have that nice giant gut. Alright, Safeguard's gone, so that's good. Probably just gonna put it right back up, but that's not gonna stop me from trying. We've done dumber things. Sure enough, put it right back up, didn't you? I was gonna say, watch this just somehow get a critical hit and just completely annihilate it. Alright, Aura, I will catch you later. And yeah, I will still be streaming tomorrow, even despite having work. Curse my coworkers and their inability to work for more than 2 days in a row. Side note, if anybody knows somebody in my area that needs a job, we're running low on people again, so literally all you have to do is just be awake overnight, and pretty much you don't have to do anything else. It baffles me that people have issues doing that, but I'm also a night owl, so... In this day and age, it's all about partying, man. During quarantine, gotta get those group parties. Just no other time for anything else. Quagsire, sure. It's the lowest level, so might as well. It can have fun raising its special defense sharply. Yes, I realize I'm throwing Pokeballs at, like, a target that probably should be using at least a Great Ball on, because it's level 40. But I figured I'd try it at least a few times before it either catches or I switch over to Great Balls, which it caught, so cool. There will come a point where I'm just going to have to stop using those, though, and just sell them all and switch over to something else. I figured that would be by now, because in a normal Pokemon game, if you were fighting something at level 40, you probably wouldn't throw a Pokeball to catch it. You'd probably be throwing at least a Great Ball, if not something better. That has definitely been an upside to doing a playthrough of Platinum, because I'm a night player. Dusk Balls have been wonderful. I think every time I've thrown a Dusk Ball, it's caught what I intended it to catch. Burn the bug! Well, not the bug in particular, but because it's a spider, it has to die. No spiders allowed, sorry. No Spinracks, no Ariadoses, no nothing. And definitely none of those Aquanids. Those things are creepy looking. Ugh. I don't think Quick Balls are in Colosseum. I don't think they are. I don't think they're in XD either, but I don't remember offhand. But yeah, no, Quick Balls are amazing. Like, when I had Diamonds and I fought Dialga, I threw a Quick Ball in the first turn before even attacking it, and it caught. Like, they're insane. Everybody's got, well, almost everybody's got that one story of, like, managing to do an insane catch on a Legendary, and that's mine, of just throwing a Quick Ball right when the fight begins and catching it immediately. I think the only other one I've had that was an incredible catch was, I believe I had a, I don't remember what Pokemon it was, but I caught it in a Premier Ball. I'm seeing pretty good luck with Premier Balls, oddly. But only in the main games? I don't know why. They're not any different other than, like, how the Pokeball actually looks, as far as I know. But that's why I always buy Pokeballs in sets of 10, just to get that additional one for free. Might as well. I mean, worst case scenario, if you really don't want to use it, if you want all the Pokeballs to look the same, just sell it back for a little bit of money. How? Oh, see, here's the problem. I don't remember how you free this guy. I thought you had to talk to him, but he's not close enough to where I can get his attention. And this isn't on the Nintendo DS, so I can't just scream hey at him like in Phantom Hourglass, so that won't work. I don't suppose the other one is a think I can go down here and scream at him. You think he would notice me just like running around the cell trying to figure out how to get him out of there, but nope. See, I'd go and heal, but then I'd probably get ambushed by the girl in the roller skater kit again. And I'm really not feeling like dealing with that. I mean, I could just go across the way and go to the Colosseum and heal there. Probably just do that. I saw Spy. Oh, I Spy. Yeah, I got it. Funny. Oh yeah, I remember the Deoxys event. Good memories of that. But nice, very first ball. Yeah, I don't remember that one being particularly bad, but I definitely did not catch it on the first go-around either. Yeah, that guy tells you that his teeth fell off the... They fell into, like, the deep underground or something like that, and if you get him back from him, he gives you something. I think he gives you the amulet coin, actually. You're for all the herbs and stuff. Oh, do I have to talk to that guy, maybe? To progress at all? I don't know, actually. Well, we've saved it, so if it was important, then it's taken care of. Nope, I wanted to hit no. There we go. I actually don't know what's... Oh, okay, this is where you go for that. Oh, so are we doing this now? You probably have to beat the lady now, I guess, before you... She probably gives you the key, I guess. No, because this doesn't open. So maybe you don't go here. See, if I was smart, I would just, like, have a guide open that would at least give me a hint to, like, oh, you probably want to go this direction, but luckily I am no mere intelligent person. This isn't your everyday stupid. This is advanced stupid. I know where this goes, but I think this leaves a marker on your map if you leave this way. So it makes it easier to get to the under. From now on, you can just go here. Yeah. That makes it a little bit faster than just having to slog back through Pyrite and go into that building and take the elevator down that way. You can just go here. It's just a tiny bit easier. Really not gonna move? Nope. He's still over there. I know you give the kids your email, so it might be when you go to a certain point, they email about you about something. I'll talk to Ned again. He's probably the one that I need to talk to. Yeah, because I know he gives you the data on, like, what shadow Pokemon there are. And so he'll give you, like, little lists of, oh, hey, these are a couple that I found from the data. And 9 times out of 10, it's stuff you've already caught. And you're like, yeah, kid, I already knew that. Or at the very least, you've encountered it already. I guess we could talk to King, maybe? You watch. She's going to interrupt me again. You watch. I just had to know. I had to know. I was like, I got around her. That doesn't make sense. This girl has, like, the worst case of amnesia I've ever seen. This is the 4th time we've had to fight her. The 4th time! Like, are you kidding me? It's like, it's worse than the guards in, like, games where they're like, there he is! Wait a second, where did he go? Giving her inferiority complex. Either that or just, like, really, really bad amnesia. Like, insanely bad. She's got early onset Alzheimer's. That's not funny, I shouldn't joke about that. I'm just, like, picturing her not remembering me, but, like, her Pokemon are like, haven't we fought this dude, like, 16 times already? I mean, I guess Quillfish got a level out of it, for what little that's worth. Also, I think from the split second I had on screen, apparently speed is its highest stat that it had, not counting HP, obviously. It was like something in the 7. Now I'm curious. Oh no, it's attack. It's physical attack, and then it's speed. I thought that 8 was a 6, and I'm like, I don't remember it being speed having its highest attack. That's weird. And since we already checked and we know that nature does nothing, so I guess that's naturally what it gets then. Weird. I guess it's not that weird for a water type to have physical attack, like primary, because I mean, Flareon's the same way. It's a fire type that specializes in physical attack. So Sceptile's grass type that has physical attacks like Leaf Blade. Which is very much an upside when you get to Gen 4. Sceptile's a lot better in Gen 4 because it doesn't have to worry about all the grass types, not the grass type special moves doing as much damage. It can actually play a lot better in that game. Which is a shame because Sceptile is probably my favorite. Well, no, it is my favorite of those 3. I don't know if I'd say it's the hardest to use in Gen 3, though. That might be Marshtomp? I don't know. Blaziken's obviously the easiest. You could sweep the Elite Four with a Blaziken by itself if you wanted to. Because, like, they're both going to do well against the first gym, because that's Rock. So, I mean, you can water and grass that guy into oblivion. Yeah, maybe Sceptile is tough. Definitely on the Electric Gym it's tougher, because Swampert's going to be immune to everything. So, or anything that's electric. Yeah, get back down here with your fly, and then we're going to strike you out of the sky. Think you can hide from me? We'll mash the A button until you die. It's like a Mario Party event all over again. Alright, have fun with Civ. I didn't realize they'd called again for it. Oh yeah, sure enough. But yes, have fun playing Civ. I might jump on in a little bit after some Overwatch. What time is it right now? Oh, it's like 9:30. Yeah, I'll probably end it in a little bit here. I'm definitely going to talk to Silva now that I know apparently you were supposed to talk to him through the gate. Because if I don't do that, I'm going to forget, and then we're just going to be stuck in this same loop over again of having this woman being like, Nobody's allowed near this elevator. Yeah, if I don't show up, don't stay awake till like 4 a.m. again, please. That's not good for you guys. It's fine for me because I'm overnight, but for y'all, not so much. In the meantime, though, see y'all later. No problem. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oi! Okay, now I'm actually gonna have to look it up because I'm curious. I will find the way to talk to this guy. This will definitely be something I have to do if I do like a run through each gen. I'm gonna have to have a walkthrough up for anything that's not Gen 3 because that's the one I know the best. Here. Yeah, it does say talk to Silva. I'm gonna try it again real quick here. Oh, I had to be farther away from him? Okay. What? Alright. Oh, because that part's actually a graded part of the fence. Well, still, though. Weird. Alright. Well, we got that problem solved. I'm gonna go and save again. It's not that I don't trust myself, but well, no, that's a lie. I don't trust myself. I know that back there, that box that you can see with the L disc, I know that's where the amulet coin is, actually. I think the old man might give you the L disc, but I don't remember. I know you get something for giving that guy's teeth back, though. Seems to be a recurring trend throughout the Pokemon games of just... At some point, some dude is going to lose his teeth, and you need to go find it for him. Sometimes it's required, sometimes it's not, but there's going to be an old man that needs to find his teeth. Remember, he's a... I mean, yeah, that's fair. His Brooklyn rage overtook him, and that's how he got kidnapped. Though, to be fair, if he's a guy with constantly bad luck where he's getting, like, overpowered and kidnapped, he's probably more like a Mokuba. Which is even worse when you think about it. Like, Joey might rely on luck to win all his duels, but at least he actually, like, wins a majority of the time. Mokuba doesn't win at anything he does. I think this sends us down to where Venus is, so we'll kind of play it by ear of what we do here. I don't know if it's going to be immediately a fight with Venus. I don't know if there's going to be trainers before Venus. It looks like it's going to be fighting Venus immediately here. Ready to go in the air. I'm ready to steal your stuff. 3 rare candies. A very dilapidated room with nothing in it. The rain in the under is accompanied by thunder. Really? Can I just, like, leave? Nope. We got that. We got stuff. We got things. I'm going to switch to Espeon for now, because if I do fight her now, she's going to have Suicune, and I want to wait on using Ampharos. Okay, yeah, you just do straight up fight her here. I was going to say, if we have to fight trainers prior to Venus, I'll probably just fight up to Venus and call it, but I'm going to fight Venus now if we can fight her now, and since we can fight her now, we're fighting her now. Joey, he already said he can't do it, and if you can't do it, you can't do it. Yeah, she runs and takes the elevator down, and then you have to go down that spiral, and there's a bunch of trainers there. I know that's where Stantler is. I do remember that much. Delcatty's normal. Yeah, we'll just use Surf, sure. I know the Delcatty has a track. The Bayonet, I think maybe everything on this team does. I don't remember. See, if I was smart, I'd just watch Chugga's Colosseum playthrough, because he actually lists all the moves that that enemies have on their team, so I would know. Actually, I would rather get Quillfish paralyzed above Espeon. Yeah, sure enough. Of course, I'm actually under-leveled for this, so we might end up calling here, because I'm 10 levels below her on some of my Pokemon here. Like, that's 11 lower, that's 10 lower, that's 8 lower, that's 7 lower. So we might be in trouble here. That would be a good excuse to level up my team. I'm not going to level them up, like, insanely high. I'm not going to level them up to, like, 80 or anything like that, but enough to where I have, like, at least a decent chance. Maybe 45. That'd give me a time to get some Poke Coupons, which would potentially give me some better moves, and that the moves alone would help a ton. I don't remember having a Steelix, but okay. I guess Typhlosion was the right choice then, since it's Steel Ground, I think? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Steel Ground. I think it trades Rock Ground for Steel Ground. It protects some of its weaknesses and in exchange gives up the attack power that rock types typically have. Which I feel like, depending on your playstyle, actually could be a fair trade. If you're trying to play more defensively, it's a fair trade for sure. This kind of makes me wonder why it wasted a turn using Attract on Quillfish only to Thunderbolt it. Like, wouldn't you just Thunderbolt it from the beginning? Maybe use Attract on the other one? I guess not. What did she just throw out? Because I've already forgotten. Vileplume. Okay, so I can already take that out. Delcatty would be fighting to damage it. Let's just send on Ampharos. We'll just hit hard, I guess. Because she's got these two and Suicune left. She's only down to 3. She already lost her other 2, and she doesn't have the 6th one. It's an interesting moveset for a Delcatty. Attract, Thunderbolt, Double Edge, and whatever the last one is. Don't you do it. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'd rather Ampharos get paralyzed than Typhlosion. Okay, now we're in a decent spot. If Typhlosion can go first, then that Vileplume's as good as dead, and I'm pretty sure. We actually might be in with a chance here, despite being under-leveled. At the very least, it's going to be close, which is more than I could have hoped for, really. Alright, cool. So Vileplume's dead. Sweet. Alright. At the very least, we could item spam our way to victory. The only way we don't win this is if I have to reset because Suicune dies. Other than that, we've got him. Yeah, nice try. I already know what I'm doing for my turn. First, we're going to take off your stupid little damage that you've inflicted. And then for my next turn, I'm going to take off the stupid status that you inflicted. It'll probably just do the same thing. Yeah. Sorry, Typhlosion, but I mean, Typhlosion's not really a great matchup for this thing anyway, because it's... Is it just pure ice, or is it ice water? Because if it's ice water, then I guess it's normal matchup. Oh no, he actually survived one. Sure. Because I'm petty, and that's funny. Will lower the damage that your water moves do. It is ice water, okay. So it'd be neutral damage if it was a fire move attacking it. Half damage for the water and double damage for the ice. I'm pretty sure paralysis is enough to slow it to where it's going to go last, but in case it's not, and I don't want to use electric anyway, because if it's part water, it's going to take double damage from that. Let's weaken it or lower its speed a little bit, rather. I didn't think it was going to do that little damage. Okay, yeah, it is definitely going last. But that will make sure that it stays going last. Of course, the flinching is also nice. I'm gonna try something really stupid. And I'm probably going to regret doing this. I'm not going to use Thunderbolt, because that's going to do way too much damage. But Thunder Shock, it might survive. Because otherwise, we going to be here a while. Okay, yeah, that is actually a pretty decent amount to take it down by every single turn. That's not too bad. I thought it was going to knock it down at least into yellow, but it didn't even do that, so... I think one more, and that should probably be... well, maybe not now. I take too much recoil damage, honestly. Might throw Umbreon back in here. Plus, if we're using Bite on it, there's a chance it could flinch and not damage itself with recoil, which would be good. It's always weird having Umbreon on my team, because I don't feel like it's good for, like, raw fighting. Well, obviously, because it's defensive. But in terms of, like, catching Pokemon, it's really good, because, like, it can confuse, it can inflict flinch, and it's also not going to die very easily, because it's got a lot of defense as well. So as a result, it's just like really good to be able to stall and take your time and do what you need to do while you're prepping to knock out or catch whatever Pokemon you're trying to catch. It doesn't have the ability to paralyze like Ampharos does straight out of the gate. But like you could do a lot worse. It's better than I can't damage it anymore because anything would kill it because my Pokemon's too strong, or none of these moves are going to be helpful and I can't weaken it enough and it's just too tough and it's going to kill me regardless of what I do. Spore, I guess. And let's give it a go. I'm aware that there are stronger level-wise Pokemon than the Legendary Dogs, but we'll also be able to actually get Ultra Balls later, so like might as well go ahead and start using them now. There's always going to be one every game, though, that's going to be difficult. So if it gets a Shadow Rush off, then we're toast. If it gets paralyzed or chooses to use a different attack, then we're fine. I don't expect this to be an easy catch, though. I had too much luck with getting the fire one, then I don't think that the ice water one's going to be that. Because there's always one of the 3 dogs. Always one that you're going to have a difficult time with. So I guess in my case, it's going to be Raikou. There's 2 catches for each thus far. Lady, how is that little moon behind you connected to you? Everyone runs away. Including her. I'm gonna steal your stuff. What would F be for? I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm going back to heal. I'm not stupid. It's a little annoying that you have to go back down to this little thing to select a disc, and it can't be just like right next to the podium and just being like, which one do you want to use? Also, I hit the wrong thing. Nope, don't want to use that either. There we go. Yeah, I know. Usually Entei is the one I have the problem with. Usually with Raikou, I didn't have a problem. It was like Entei was always the toughest one, and then Suicune was kind of middle of the road, and then Raikou would just catch it like almost immediately. I guess it's going to be the opposite this time, at least for 2 of them. I guess you could argue that was a tiny bit tougher because it was 2 Ultra Balls instead of a Pokeball and an Ultra Ball. But still, that could have been a lot tougher, so I will accept that. And in the meantime, that is going to do it for me for tonight. I am definitely going to grind up a little bit on Mount Battle, though, because even though I won that fight, I was definitely under-leveled. Now that I know I beat it, though, and bear in mind that was a boss, I'm probably not going to level up to insane levels. I was thinking, like, 45. Now I'm kind of leaning towards, like, 40. But I'll see what the team looks like at 40, and maybe I'll go up to 45. I'll kind of play that by ear, but you have my word, it's not going over 45. There's no way. It'd be way too high otherwise. Way too high. Yeah. So I will do... It probably will just be to 40, just because I'm going to stream this more tomorrow. And then we'll see how level 40 goes, and if that's not enough, then I'll do more grinding off screen after that play session. But, in the meantime, that will do it for me, so let's find a raid target. Such good Pokemon Center music. For the record, I will be streaming this a little bit later tomorrow. It will be at, or a little bit earlier, sorry, not later, earlier. I think I might have put them backwards. But I'll be streaming at 6 p.m. Central Time, so that will give me about a little over 2 hours. So the stream will be a little bit shorter than it was tonight, but I will still be able to stream for a decent amount of time. And if I do end up being grossly underleveled, then we'll find out and we'll know. And I won't be floundering around for too long, which will be a plus. In the meantime, thank you guys for watching so much. Updates on the whole, am I going to be doing more, like, all the gens of Pokemon this year? I'll probably figure that out in the next week or so. But if nothing else, I will see you guys for the stream tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. Until then, take care and be square. Because it's what all the cool kids are doing now. All the cool kids are being square. It's fine.